Hi Libra, welcome to your August tarot reading. It's going to be a really interesting month. We've got Venus retrograde. We're going to have Mercury in Virgo. Things are going to get really interesting in August, I think. So, um, reminder that we do have our Love and Science Patreon back up, which I'm loving doing. There was tons of content that went out in July. So for $10, you're getting your rising sign astrology on the first of the month. You're getting a mid-month tarot reading for your sun, moon, and rising. And I am also doing, like I did the Mars and Virgo reading for July. I did the Venus retrograde reading for July. So you're getting a lot of stuff. And this month coming up, we're going to have Mercury retrograde happening. There's a lot. We have 2 full moons in August, you guys. So you really want to be able to have all of your astrology in one place that you can keep going back to and reminding yourself of the things that are going to be helpful for you to get through these transits. After August, we move into September and eclipse season. So I wanted to have this Patreon where like everybody could just have one place to go. So instead of this app and that reader and this reader and this app. And so there you go. And I have some new offerings on my website. I'm offering some shamanic journeying, inner child healing, soul retrievals, the shamanic world, the shamanic life, going through this journey and on this path has done wonders for me. And especially in the last 2 years. So I just want to share that with you guys. So if you have any questions and you'd like to learn more, you can email me at betsy@fearlessintuition.net, or you can sign up for a free 15-minute consultation with me, and we can talk a little bit more about what might be helpful with you for that. All of that information is in the description box. All right, Libra. Let's get this going. So the power of surrender. Let's see what it is that Libra, sun, moon, and rising is surrendering for. There's a couple that wanted to come out for August. What is it that Libra? Okay. We got it. Surrender. Ooh, I love this one for us. I'm a Libra rising, and I'm really in my Libra rising era right now, I think, in a big way. Surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So, really surrendering to receiving support and love comes from our 8th house in our natal chart. And the 8th house is like about other people's resources. So if you go look at your natal chart and see what's going on in your 8th house, it might give you, and the ruler of your 8th house as well, it might give you the clues on how to help you to be more open and vulnerable to receive from other people. Support, love, whatever it is that you need and you desire in your life and for your own soul and journey. The 8th house can point a lot of that to you if you need some help with that. I do still have astrology readings on my website as well, and we can go through that. But surrendering to receive support and love has a lot to do with how you feel about yourself and whether you're worthy, whether you feel worthy to receive support and love. It's not about whether other people can do it. I used to think for a very long time that other people had commitment issues, and it was me. I was the one that had commitment issues. I didn't want to get hurt. I didn't want to receive a gift from someone and then like have a catch involved, right? And that has a lot to do with my 8th house and what's in it. So, it's a very interesting concept to learn about yourself. The experiences that you have, learning how to be vulnerable and learning how to receive from others. It's quite a process, right? Learning those going through those experiences and learning what's best for you. I think for some of you, You're still kind of waiting for things to show up for you. And so there may be a level of non-trust that's happening here. But what's really interesting is where your focus should be. Libra. Should. That word should be removed from the dictionary. Should. You don't have to do anything. You shouldn't have to do anything. The Three of Wands. Actually the card of waiting for your ships to come in. So you're waiting for a sign. You're waiting for an opening. You're waiting for a threshold. You want to see that door, right? Then we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Moon. And we have Judgment. I love this. I love this reading for us, Libra. All right, so we're waiting for the ships to come in. Where is your focus? The Six of Pentacles is asking you, where are you giving your energy? Are you giving your energy to people, places, and things that are not serving you? Or are you giving your energy to people, places, and things that are reciprocating, right? Like that's going to be a big deal when it comes to being able to surrender to receiving support and love. Because if you're still surrounding yourself with people who do not respect you, if you're surrounding yourself with people who don't make you a priority, then you're not going to be able to see the people who do love you and who do want to give to you and who do want to be there for you, right? Then we have the Moon, the card of the unseen, right? So intuitively, the Moon is about our bodies. And it's our intuition. So you can feel like, I'm surprised that you guys didn't get surrender to the wisdom of your body, because I feel like it's time for you to get in tune with what your body is telling you when it comes to people, places, experiences, things such as that, all of that, right? You know, and one of the greatest things that I've learned on this shamanic journey that I've been on is that your body, even if it's not working exactly the way that people say it should be working, even if it's not at its healthiest, it's still talking to you, and you can still hear it, and you can still listen. You know, I mean, it's like you don't have to be 100% perfectly healthy to be spiritual. And I know that a lot of the spiritual ego accounts out here in the world or whatever will tell you that being your healthiest is at your purest, and you can, you know, receive energy from source when you're at your purest. And I am here to tell you guys that that is not true. Go watch the documentary on Netflix about Ram Dass. He debunked that issue as well. You are closest to yourself when you're at your sickest, right? And that doesn't mean that you stay in that. That doesn't mean that. And when we say at our sickest, it can be mentally, it can be spiritually, it can be physically, anything that is taking you out of alignment with your own energy, right? And that happens when we're depressed, and that happens when we go through, you know, physical trauma. That happens when we go through spiritual trauma, mental. There is spiritual trauma, okay? So if there can be good in something, there can also be bad in things. That's this world, right? That's why that's the Libra way. We're always looking for the balance. If there is something good here, there's also something bad that's going to equalize that. And we find the balance between the two of those. My body may not be at its healthiest, but I feel whole, right? So that's the difference. So Judgment, right? It's time. It is time for you guys to start paying attention to those intuitive nudges that are bringing you into this next part of your existence, into this next part. So the Three of Wands, it's great to look for signs. It's great to trust the universe, that the universe is going to show up for you. It's wonderful to do all of those things, but I guarantee you that those signs that you're going through and the things that you're waiting for, they're already inside of you. The Three of Wands with the Three of Swords. It could have been also that you've been waiting so long for something to show up for you that it's literally devastating. Like you're really devastating. You're devastated by some of the things. And it could be that, the way that this process is going is not the way that you thought it was going to go. And it's really heartbreaking, right? The fear of that can be very heartbreaking. We have the Sun. We have the Sun on the Six of Pentacles. So you're finding clarity in where you're placing your energy. You're healing yourself in where you're placing your energy. Okay, the Sun is one of the best tarot cards you can get in a deck because it's clarity and it's healing and it's a brand new day, right? Then we have the Earth sign on the Moon. You already know what to do with this Earth sign. Maybe this Earth sign is you, and you need to listen to your intuition, whether you have an Earth Sun, an Earth Moon, an Earth Rising, and you're a Libra in there somewhere, right? It's possible. But also getting grounded in your body. If you're dealing with an Earth sign, you don't need to know what that person is doing. I feel like you don't even need to pay attention to what that person is doing. I feel like they're not even showing up to the occasion. And then we have the Six of Wands with Judgment. So judgment for me is freedom. It's when we decide to make that decision and Source is like, yes, finally we're showing up for ourselves. Yes, finally we're no longer just sitting here and waiting for a disappointment. Like these, for me, the Three of Wands and the Three of Swords comes from a lot of expectations. Because when we have expectations of other people or we have expectations of, the universe to show up for us in a certain way, it can be very, very disappointing. So, oh, look at that, the bottom of the deck. Oh, I love when I do that. Flip over the bottom of the deck and the most amazing thing. So, Libra, there's some risks that you may have to take. You could be dealing with a Leo energy, an Earth sign energy, or even Aries energy. But this feels very much like the process that it's time for you to open yourself up to winning, right? Like it's really time for you to get into that mindset of winning. That Six of Wands is receiving support and love from others. And maybe it's the Earth sign that you're receiving that support and love from. Or, it could just be from yourself that you're receiving that support and love from. But there's something about you opening yourself up to that process and taking a risk this month. And I love that for you, Libra. I hope you have a wonderful month. And I hope to see some of you guys on Patreon and in a journey. Let's do this. Love you. Bye.